Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to see a car that I've just missed out on. I was too slow on this car and I'm absolutely devastated. It is a car that I didn't even know that I wanted until it popped up online. But before that, this video is once again brought to you with Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with the audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. They further improve their offering. There's loads of new things available to go and take advantage of using that code below. You'll save money on your first website using that link below, using that code. So make sure you bookmark that. Even if you're not using it now, you'll save money on your first website. So something I've not talked about before, Squarespace actually uses design intelligence. Using the power of AI enables you to create a stunning website exactly as you need it using the power of AI. You really got to go and have a little go on it on Squarespace to fully understand how powerful this tool is. It's absolutely incredible. It's mind-blowing. For those running their website as a commercial entity as well, you've got Squarespace Payments. Squarespace Payments is the easy way to manage your payments in one place. Onboarding is fast and simple. Just get started in a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with their popular payment methods as well. These include Klarna and others. So you can actually take client bookings now as well with Acuity scheduling. That's a new feature that I wanted to talk about and I haven't actually mentioned before. You can do invoicing through your site. There's SEO tools, and you can also sell content. This is a massive one. Loads of people selling courses, webinars, all of that stuff. You can sell that through your site with ease on Squarespace. So as always, as you always do, make sure you're keeping me posted with what you're creating on Squarespace, whether or not it's a business or a passion project. I want to see your websites. And if you're not ready now, save that code when you are ready to create your website. For now, let's head out in my little electric Mercedes and go and see the car that I got gazumped on.
Hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back today to a very random video. I have just jumped out of the house. I have destroyed my back. I was supposed to be in my 997 GT3 RS filming today because it's just been delivered back with its new tractive suspension on it. Super happy, super buzzing, but I can't drive it. Many of you that be following me on Instagram will have seen that I actually destroyed my back. It locked up the other day. If you hear that noise in the background, it's the wipers on this thing. I destroyed my back locked up. I jumped out of bed to go and get the door and my back locked up and I spent hours on the floor, couldn't move, just absolutely destroyed. Don't know where it came from, but I'm finally just about mobile, got my heated seat on and I'm drugged up to the eyeballs. No GT3 RS, but I'm off to Romans today to see a car that I snoozed on. I ran the finance quote with Charles and Dean. I was about to pull the trigger. I got in touch about it and it's sold. Literally the day it even went online, before pictures were even there. So the moral of the story is, I snoozed on this car. We're gonna go and see it. I'm not 1,000,000% sure this is a video because I'm gonna go and have a look at it. It's just been at Mclaren getting a full health check. Literally nothing wrong with it either. It's an amazing car. It was a really, really, really good price. I dare say it was underpriced. And that's evident by the fact it sold instantly. McLarens don't usually sell instantly. This one went like that. The only other equivalent car on the market was 50k more, 60k more maybe, and not in a rare colour. So yeah, I'm absolutely fuming, and I'm going to have a look at it now in the off chance that the guys at Romans say, oh yeah, the person that's agreed to buy the car has failed the finance or something, or they're messing around. I don't know. I'm gonna go and try and be sneaky and weasel in there and see what I can do, because I really want this car. I was banging on the other day about 675 LTs and Sennas. I was banging on the other day about that McLaren F1 GTR, and I do think there's a breed of McLaren that will be good residually. A lot of them are going to be absolutely appalling to buy and just being free fall value wise and just fall apart, but I do think 650S generation, 675 generation, I think that era of McLaren is probably their best. The 12Cs are amazing value for money, but it was their first road car after the F1, and I think the 650S, they got their act together. I think the 570s, the 720s, the 540s, the 600 LTs, I think that generation was their churn era. I think that was where they were churning, and I'm just not sure about the build quality of their cars. Amazing when they're working, but I don't think you'll speak to an owner of one of those cars very often that hasn't had a serious problem with them. But you don't often hear that about the 650Ss. So 650S, 675 LT, I think they're a good shout. Base 650S, 50, 60 grand, 70 grand, 80 grand, amazing cars, absolutely unbelievable. They still look great. And 675 LTs, they made 500 coupes, 500 spiders. I don't think they're going to be a bad shout. I think they're going to be great value. I think they're going to be a great move going forward. I think they're going to do well value-wise. I don't think they're going to go absolutely apoplectic, but I do think they'll go pretty strong, and they're undervalued in today's market. So we're going to go and look at this car. I'm going to try and be a weasel. I'm going to explain what on earth I was thinking. Coming in then, very cool to be greeted by all of this. This Senna GTR, first and foremost, is significant, and you'll see why in a second. This is not the McLaren I've come to see, but it is significant. We'll get onto that. We've got Ford GT here. I wonder how much these are these days. Remember, these are changing hands for 7 figures. How much is that? That is 625k. So that's about list, I think. Carbon stripe, carbon front splitter. That is wonderful. 280 Pagoda, automatic. That's the one to have. Zagato. Again, once a 7-figure car. Now, very reasonable money. 450k for that one. V12 Vantage Roadster. How much is that? I think they made many of these. 300 of them or something. M3 Competition CS. I'm not even sure. I'm not very good with my BMWs. And we've got an SVJ there under the cover. Very easy to work out what that is. SF90 Spider and 992 GT3 RS in Guards Red. People busy at work, me just bobbing around with the camera. 765 LT, very nice. How much is that? Just go around looking at the prices, just being a window, I was going to say window licker, that's not the right terminology. 344, nice. Apparently these are incredible. I've still not managed to drive one of these. Need to get onto McLaren Press and actually try one of these out. They look great though. Apparently they're absolutely amazing. Some very nice bits. RS6 GT, don't see many of those around. A friend of mine's just bought one of those. Incredible things. Z8, cash. I think that's Alpina as well. Yeah, it's rich. Aventador S, again, I think all the Aventador generations are going to be solid money now. I think that's it for them. They are where they're going to be, and I think they're going to creep upwards for nice examples. 918, we all know what's happening with those. To the moon, dog and a rocket. 296 GTS, very nice spec. Same spec as my F12. Again, I banged on about this in a recent video. These are, I think, the best modern supercar you can buy. I think they're great. They drive amazing. It's not my sort of thing, but they are absolutely amazing to drive. Any naysayers, they're amazing to drive. Any naysayers, grab one of these and have a go. Any naysayers, get onto Ferrari, take one for a demo, and I guarantee it will shut you up. They're unbelievable. And outside here then, it's a lot emptier than usual. I was just speaking to the guys and they were saying, if you've got a car to sell, I mean, I'll say they'll have it, but they won't have it if it's crap. So don't sell them cut and shuts and rubbish, because these guys check everything they sell so well. But if you've got a good car, get in touch with them, because honestly, it's empty out here. And they said a lot of these cars you're looking at right here, they're actually sold. So they really need stock. Absolutely flying through the sales. They can't get cars quick enough. This is really nice. SLS Roadster, much rarer than the coupe. 127 grand for iconic Mercedes-Benz. That is decent. Love them. I was trying to bully Jay into getting one of those. This Storato, I've got to say, I do really want a Storato. I think they're fantastic. I think history's going to be kind to these. I think people don't fully get them right now. And it has got a roof scoop, which we're going to get onto roof scoop chat very shortly. But I think history's going to be very kind to these. I don't think people fully get them right now, but they will. These are good. These are good goods. I like these a lot. And having driven one, they are fantastic. GT12, absolutely sick. Basically just a racing car with number plates on it. These SL63s are good. I wonder how much this is actually. I have a feeling it's going to be very reasonable. The amount of car it is. 67 bags for that. Cash. They're unbelievable. 992 GT3 RS, sick. Possibly the last pre-turbocharged GT3 RS. There may be a dead cat bounce on these because they've come down quite a lot. But I reckon if that new one is turboed, these are going to shoot back up. Remains to be seen. An 812 GTS. This got Novitec bits on it. Very classy spec. Very nice. Oh, Aventador's on the move. Here we go. Go on, boy. Good. That's actually just sold. It was in the corner there. Hugely high spec car. This is very interesting. This is where you can see a car that I can see something over there. We're going to get onto that. These are very interesting. I remember someone that I know paid £1 million for one of these in the not too distant past either. And that's now at 269. Very rare, very cool car. People are sleeping on these. I think these are a 10-year special. Sit on it 5-10 years and you'll be laughing. Hell of a car, very cool. Now this is the car I've come to see, and this is the car that I missed out on. This is a 650S Le Mans edition, brought out to commemorate Le Mans participation and McLaren. This thing is very, very special. Yes, it's based on a standard 650S, but there are lots of special features in this car, and it is extraordinarily rare. It's one of only 50 650S Le Mans editions ever brought out, and it's only one of one that's in this color. It was painted in this color to match actually the Harrods livery that McLaren is known for. The Harrods yellow car, that actually there is a Senna GTR inside the showroom that we've just seen, painted in exactly the same color. So they were basically a matching pair. I think the story goes, the original owner of this car maybe had an F1 GTR with the Harrods livery on it, or that Senna, and McLaren said to him, do you want a 650S Le Mans edition? And he said, yeah, but only if I can have it in this color. So here we are. I was too slow. As I say, the car went online, it didn't even have pictures, and someone snaffed it straight away. It was very, very well priced, and I do think quirky, iconic variants like this will be okay in the future, and they will be a good buy. So I've just come here really, A, to show in a video, but B, just to sort of rub salt in the wounds really and just look at what I missed. I'm gutted, to be honest. 650Ss are good. A base 650S is about what, 85, 90 grand for a good one. So this was about 100 grand for basically some wheels, some louvers and a roof scoop, but they just make the car so special. The wheels are amazing. You won't find them on any other of the 650 variants. Louvers as well, you couldn't get them on a 650S normally. And this roof scoop as well is not just aesthetic. There's a whole carbon plinth inside, underneath there, that sucks straight into the engine bay. It's fully functional, and the whooshing that it makes apparently is absolute chaos. So I'm now obsessed. I want a McLaren with a roof scoop, but it's not going to be this one. Anyway, that is now that. I'm going to dash off. Just a quick video really, just to tell you that I was a Muppet. I dilly-dallied, and moral of the story is, don't mess around. If you see a car you want, get stuck in, chuck a deposit down and take it. Don't mess around or you will miss out like I have done. So very sad day. I'll see you all soon. Ciao.